Greetings, classics boys and girls, and welcome to the English lesson. Happy to have you listening, and we are going to talk about a specific part in grammar, that is plurals of words ending in Y. Plurals of words ending in Y. Now, when you talk about these plurals, of course, you're talking about nouns. Nouns that end in Y. Not adjectives, not verbs. It is only nouns that do have a singular and a plural. So we're going to see specifically those that end with letter Y, what happens to them. Some of the nouns that end in Y, I've given examples, of course, examples in singular and examples in plural. And the very first one, we have a baby. As you can see, this is a noun that is ending with letter Y. Lorry, country, battery, family, and there are many others that you can give example like story, all that. So when you change it to plural, what happens? Of course, we give the plural first, then we now get to see the secret to this. So baby changes to babies. As you can see, the letter Y is not appearing here. There's something that has happened. The letter Y has been dropped. Once it is dropped, we replace it with letter IES to make it a plural. We have lorry, lorries, country, countries, battery, batteries, family, families, and many other examples. We now have the letter Y. So of course you may have a question, where has the letter Y been taken to? We've not taken it anywhere. We only drop the letter Y. Once we drop it, we replace with the letter IES. And why are we dropping the letter Y? If we tell ourselves to write babies with the letter Y, B-A-Y, B-A-B-Y, then you add IES, that is wrong. Or if you say B-A-B-Y-I-E-S, you actually can't pronounce it. If we try to pronounce it, it will be babies, which is not correct. So what happens is that you drop the letter Y, or you can take a pencil and cancel the letter Y so that you don't get confused. Then you remain with the very first, like here we remain with the first three letters, then replace with IES. And that makes the plural of words that end with letter Y. Then you still have something slightly different here. If the noun ends with letter AY, or EY, what happens to it? The Y is not dropped. Not the difference. We are talking about nouns that end with AY or EY. The Y is not dropped. As we said here, we drop the Y. But now here something has changed. The Y is not dropped, we add the letter S. From the examples, you get to understand better. Singular and plural. So we have day. There are 7 days in a week. 7 days in a week. 1 day. D-A-Y. As you can see, it ends with A-Y. The last two letters, that is the last two letters, AY, what happens? You don't struggle. You only add a letter S. Maybe this other side, it may look very difficult for you, but very easy. So here you only add letter S. We have boy, boys. We have monkey. As we said, AY or EY. We have EY here. You only add letter S. Key, keys. We have valley, valleys. We have a donkey, donkeys. Then of course you ask yourself, why can't we drop the Y, then replace with IES? And I explain, if you drop the Y, after you have dropped the Y, for example, you drop the Y. Then we now write D-A-I-E-S. Please read that word. It is not a correct word. Actually, you can't read it. Days. That is something you cannot read. So that is why we only add the letter S so that it is grammatically correct. So we have day, days, boy, boys, monkey, monkeys, key, keys, valley, valleys, donkey, donkeys. So please get the difference between the very first one where we end with letter Y. As you can see, the difference is that the very last letter before Y is a consonant. The last letter, the second last letter before the Y is a consonant. That is why we are able to replace it with IES. But the difference on this other side is that the letters that are next to the letter Y are vowels. The vowels. So here the difference is that these are consonants and here they are vowels. And that makes the difference. So with that, please try an exercise in primary English, that is book 6, page 28. You have an exercise A to E, a very simple exercise. Of course, it's a mixture of those that have consonants in them and those that do not have consonants in them. And of course, I'm sure you have known the secrets to there too. So with that, boys and girls, we come to the end of our lesson. Goodbye.